The energy sector is another area in which this outgoing administration has mismanaged in a major way. They've kept the lights on at the expense of accruing a very huge debt. That debt is being audited, and so far we're looking at $2.5 billion. And so not paying the producers of energy, just piling on the debt and paying other things that are not as critical as paying down the energy sector debt. ECG has a very poor governance record, and aside from that, its losses are so huge. Technical and commercial losses, about 32%. I don't see any utility that can run with 32% commercial and technical losses and be able to continue to survive. And yet the little money that comes should be prioritized in paying those who provided the electricity. Instead, they take a chunk of it and use it to import crude oil. They're more interested in supplying crude oil than exploiting our upstream, where we have a lot of gas, so that we can provide cheaper gas. If we could cover our energy production with 100% gas, that will save us in excess of $1 billion every year. And yet, they've driven all the upstream people out. He and I went and took refuge in Cote d'Ivoire. ExxonMobil exited. The Hess field, which became Aca, has been lying redundant for so many years. Talo have new discoveries. They need encouragement to be able to pump. They've gone into arbitration with them over tax and all. I mean, it's just created a mess. And so gas production has gone down. And so we're having to use more light crude oil. And that makes electricity production more expensive. And so if you chose that option, then at least pay the IPPs for producing. And yet they're not paying them. And so the debt on that area has ballooned. The energy sector needs urgent surgery. Urgent surgery. Otherwise, it can collapse everything. And so when the Minister of Finance says the economy is turning around, you have a $2.5 billion debt. Your bailout is only $3 billion. And so $2.5 billion debt sitting and breathing, you know, and you say the economy is turning around, that alone can crash everything that has been done. And so they want to create a more upbeat, you know, story about their economic management before they leave office. But like I said, we're going to open the books when we come and let Ghanaians know what the true situation is. Because if Ghanaians understand what the true situation is, then they will understand some of the measures we have to take to bring things back to normal. Yeah. And so we would expect, you know, if we can cooperate with you.